Access granted.
Yeah, come on, bring yourself on in here. All right, K-RINO, we got you and your public defender this time. So, public defender for this case in the hip hop court of law, case number RAP 167.3. K-RINO, public defender for this case is, let me look at my file. Where we got? Christopher 465. Christopher 465, you are the public defender for this case, along with, oh, there's another public defender for this case. Let's get his name. Your name is Roderick W. Roderick W. Christopher 465 on this case. Oh, we got another one. Gaines Marathon. You're another public defender for this case. Let's go. You guys got your witness, K-RINO up in here. Got him out of solitary confinement. Gotta do it. You all know. So here we go. Case number begins. Bar. Yo, what's up? It's your boy LaCane, and we got it. K-RINO the Serpent. That's the case number. Public defenders, like I said, y'all get your boy ready. We about to get into it. K-RINO from Triple Darkness, Volume 2. The Serpent. Let's try to go ahead and do this the right way. Because you already know how it is. Get this off my dang screen. This way.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Yeah.
The masses fail and were jailed in the stomach of the bastard whale who prevailed over the hail of the dragon when he cast his tail. Since the slave trade in the transatlantic, man's been granted grace until
Hold on. The way he start, you know he's about to say something off the chain. Let's go.
the masses fail and were jailed in the stomach of the bastard whale who prevailed over the hail of the dragon when he cast his tail. Since the slave
Like that. The masses failed. Masses, you know, the people, the masses fail. Let's go.
and were jailed in the stomach of the bastard whale who prevailed over the hail of the dragon when he cast his tail. Since the slave trade in the transatlantic, man's been granted grace until a large judgment spans the planet.
Man's been granted grace to the law spans the planet. So you've been granted grace to them laws come, and all of a sudden y'all fools getting locked out. So if I interpreting these things right, it seems like this seems like a song I'm gonna have to interpret. So once again, y'all get in the comments, y'all public defenders, jury members, all that. You get in here, let me know what's up. Let's
And when he cast his tail, since the slave trade in the transatlantic, man's been
the slave trade in the transatlantic, because back then 18 oh shoot, even further than that, but I think 1865. But either way it go, Africans traded slaves to, Africans traded Africans to the slave trade, copper, metal, gold, glass, mirrors, things like that. So the slave trade was deep back then too. All right, let's go.
the dragon when he cast his tail. Since the slave trade in the transatlantic, man's been
Since the slave trade in the transatlantic. And it was a queen that actually, the queen of Africa, I think it was Congo, if I'm mistaken, was the one that was actually Congo or Cameroon, one of them, but was letting this happen because she was one that approved a lot of this, along with the Dutch.
dragon when he cast his tail. Since the slave trade in the transatlantic, man's been granted grace until a large judgment spans the planet. It ain't hard to recognize the enemy. Who you say you are is nothing to me. Words prove identity with typical non-ethereal, spiritless individuals, habitual partakers in Babylonian rituals, unrighteous.
Yeah, you're taking back to Jerusalem, Babylonian days, and things like that. Okay, let's go.
Words prove identity with typical non-ethereal, spiritless individuals, habitual
Spiritless individuals. So basically, you ain't got no spirit in you. Ain't got no fight, no life in you. Let's go.
with typical non-ethereal, spiritless individuals, habitual partakers in Babylonian rituals, unrighteous acts flipping you like fraction reciprocals. The nature of the original.
Oh, like fractions and reciprocal fractions when you flip it. All right, let's go.
and Babylonian rituals, unrighteous acts slipping you like fraction reciprocals. The nature of the original, we abandon those principles. At a time so integral and pivotal, we need to focus on the God and try not to deviate from being spiritual. The serpent was in the
Focus on the Most High. Yep, let's go.
At a time so integral and pivotal, we need to focus on the God and try not to deviate from being spiritual. The serpent was in the garden in the light of the sun. Not a snake, but a man with the characteristics of one. So understand, no matter
a man acting like a snake, not a snake, but a man with the characteristics of one. All right,
for being spiritual. The serpent was in the garden in the light of the sun. Not a snake, but a man with.
So you're talking about Adam and Eve. We going back. Let's go.
Serpent was in the garden in the light of the sun. Not a snake, but a man with the characteristics of one. So understand, no matter what you believe, the best way to avoid deception is to know that you can be deceived. The man who sprung you.
That you can be deceived. That's the thing. Let's go.
No matter what you believe, the best way to avoid deception is to know that you can be deceived. The man who.
Yep. The best way to avoid deception is to know that you can be deceived. If you already know you can be deceived, then you can start keeping your mind open, knowing that you can see it when it's coming. If you don't, if you sit here thinking, oh, I can't be deceived, you'll get deceived because you think you're immune to the whole thing. But to avoid it, know that you can be, so you know what to watch out for, them snakes. Let's go.
Characteristics of one, so understand, no matter what you believe, the best way to avoid deception is to know that you can be deceived. The man who sprung you to this land and beat you and hung you. It's the Satan of the Bible and the Quran living among you. They told you about a hell that burns hotter than the sun do. But after knowledge comes, you discover that it was untrue. It's evil institution.
Oh, that there was one truth.
It's the Satan of the Bible and the Quran living among you. They told you about a hell that burns hotter than the sun do. But after knowledge comes, you discover that it was untrue. It's evil.
So after you get knowledge, you start to discover there was one truth. There's only one. There's all these religions, all these things you've been told, but you'll discover there's one truth. Before that hell, there is one truth. What is it to you?
They told you about a hell that burns hotter than the sun do. But after knowledge comes, you discover that it was untrue. It's evil institutions and ungodly solutions. The cross you wear was used as a tool for execution. They claim to be.
Yeah, burning people at the cross, burning crosses at the door, being lynched, things like that. The cross that you wearing was used for tools for execution. Oh my God. Okay, he's spitting that.
You don't want that smoke.
You don't, man.
You don't want that smoke.
No.
True, it's evil institutions and ungodly solutions. The cross you wear was used as a tool for execution. They claim to be Christians, but they set it on fire. How can you honor something that was used to kill the Messiah? They said.
Right. So how you can honor a cross that was used to kill Jesus is what he's saying. It was used to kill the Messiah, but you people wearing crosses and worshiping and all that, but man, it was used as a tool to kill somebody, or being burned, or people being lynched. Okay, I got you. Let's go.
Undo, but after knowledge comes, you discover that it was untrue. It's evil institutions and ungodly solutions. The cross you wear was used as a tool for execution. They claim to be Christians, but they set it on fire. How can you honor something that was used to kill the Messiah? They said that you would go to heaven when you die and leave here, but the earth is a spear that already sits in the atmosphere.
Oh, that's deep. That's deep. Okay. When they say you die and you go into heaven, you're going to heaven, right? Which means your soul leaving is going out. But the earth is already a sphere that sits in the atmosphere. Earth is already in space. So when you die, you're going anyway. Earth is already in space. So it's basically saying you're already there, supposedly. So how can you go somewhere where you're already at? We're on Earth. Earth is where? Earth is in space. That's like, okay, here's a good one. Is there gravity in space? People are gonna say no. Where's Earth? Earth is in space. There's gravity in space. Come on now. Let's go.
Would go to heaven when you die and leave here, but the earth is a spear that already sits in the atmosphere. To keep you in bondage and not worth a damn. But Elijah reversed the scam of the curse of Ham, my lower nature. I've been trying to rise above it for years. Money's not the root of all evil, the love of it is.
Yes, people need to quit quoting that right. Money is the root of evil. No, for the love of money is the root of all evil. Let's go.
So ham my lower nature. I've been trying to rise above it for years. Money's not the root of all evil, the love of it is. The real devil is right behind you. How fast can you run? He replaced this white sheet with a badge and a gun. In a web.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, them white sheets now became police officers. All right, let's go.
Money's not the root of all evil, the love of it is. The real devil is right behind you. How fast can you run? He replaced this white sheet with a badge and a gun. In a web was spun to kill and plant seeds of war. Close our mental door and ignore the needs of the poor. The procedure was tedious, centuries in deceiving us. Histories of previous people not heeded, repeated us in a snakish manner. He lies when his eye sees the camera. I seen him feeding for blood in Gina, Louisiana. They pausing in our hoods to bleed and weed us out. We attempting suicide every time that we leave the house. Treated.
Yeah, you attempted suicide every time you leave the house because you get killed, man. You leave, you know, I may not come back. Because hey, they're trying to run us off anyway. So whether it's your own people, whether it's the other people, you are at every time you leave the house in certain places, you attempted suicide. Let's go.
Repeated us in a snakish manner. He lies when his eye sees the camera. I seen him feeding for blood in Gina, Louisiana. They pausing in our hoods to bleed and weed us out. We attempting suicide every time that we.
So you poison the hood, trying to read drugs, alcohol, things like that.
Gina, Louisiana. They pausing in our hoods to bleed and weed us out. We attempting suicide every time that we leave the house. Treated a black man lower than K-9s in the kennel. And made us believe that our condition was accidental. All we do is sing songs. We done suffered too long. Look at their world and look at yours and tell me something ain't wrong.
Yup. Quit singing. Quit protesting. You better rise up and do something. All that singing ain't doing nothing. All that, let my people go. None of that's doing nothing. You better start rising up and doing something about it. Make change. Don't talk about it. Don't sing about it. Go do it.
And made us believe that our condition was accidental. All we do is sing songs. We done suffered too long. Look at their world and look at yours and tell me something ain't wrong. Blacks falsely characterized in America's eyes, but now the rest of the world is getting wise to America's lies. The devil quickly raises wand and negativity responds when a black man wants to be sworn in with his hand on the Quran. How can they contradict the basis of their own foundation? When the white racists who founded this nation were Masons, made sons who studied Islam and secret societies, but not original, so they couldn't receive all the degrees. Slave.
Yo, nice. Let's go.
How can they contradict the basis of their own foundation? When the white racists who founded this nation were Masons, made sons who studied Islam and secret societies, but not original, so they couldn't receive all the degrees. Slave-owning presidents who played the role of divine.
Yeah, a lot of presidents were slave owners. Yeah.
Societies, but not original, so they couldn't receive all the degrees. Slave-owning presidents who played the role of divine. The Constitution was never designed with black people in mind.
Nope, it wasn't, because we was meant to be slaves the whole time until that Civil War came. Because Abraham Lincoln signed the Declaration, not the Declaration of Independence, goddamn, Emancipation Proclamation. So Abraham Lincoln signed it. Abraham Lincoln was the Republicans. The Republicans was the ones that was against slavery, and the Democrats were the ones who had slaves. Then it flipped. Now it's the Republicans are about the money, the Democrats are about the people. So, but in reality, like he's saying, I see all these damn presidents had slaves, so it was about slavery. So all of them was crooked at one point until things start to change. So then the Republicans, the Democratic thing flipped.
Owning presidents who played the role of divine. The Constitution was never designed with black people in mind. George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, straight down the line, all the way to Bill Clinton and Bush in the present time. Blood spilled.
So the legendary, Bush, him and his wars, oil, and blah blah blah. Clinton, if anybody look it up, I heard this a long time ago, back in '01. It's the first time I heard it. If you look up Clinton body bags, so they always said Clinton and Hillary and Bill had a bunch of bodies up under them, boy. They did some dirt. So it's this thing called the Clinton body bags that I've heard in '01 that exposes all the dirt they did. People mysteriously disappearing, unaliving themselves mysteriously. Let's go.
George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, straight down the line, all the way.
Thomas Jefferson had kids with one of his slaves. That was a big deal when they did that blood trace back in the early 2000s. They found out there's these black folks that they traced their lineage back that that Jefferson was shit, like they great grandfather or some crap like that. Like, hey, Washington had him. Like, come on, man.
Washington, Thomas Jefferson, straight down the line, all the way to Bill Clinton and Bush in the present time. Blood spilled, and his will was placed on the Great Seal. His thoughts coded and revealed on the back of the dollar bill. He deceives the whole world and lies to the whole nation through his wicked interpretations on his main news station. Fox represents the number of the beast. Resolute the 3 letters, you'll find a 6 in each.
Yeah, Fox. Yep.
The number of the beast. Resolute the 3 letters, you'll find a 6 in each. F is the 6th letter in the alphabet's mix. O is the 15th, 1 plus 5 equals 6.
Yeah.
X is the 24th, that's 6 number 3. Say
Oh, numerology. Okay, let's go.
3 letters, you'll find a 6 in each. F is the 6th letter in the alphabet's mix. O is the 15th, 1 plus 5 equals 6. X is the 24th, that's 6 number 3. Satanic messages fed to us over the TV.
Yeah.
Put us to sleep with new forms of mental slavery. Cause if you knew the real God, you would instantly be free from the serpent.
K spitting some shit on that. Okay. K was spitting, gave us a little history lesson on that. So I tried to break it down as best I can to see what y'all think about that. Triple darkness. All right. The serpent. Man. K, hey, one thing about K, the man, like I said, is smart. I've heard a lot of his songs. I ain't gonna sit here and lie and say I heard every album. Hell no. But I heard a lot of them. But K be spitting some shit when you actually sit and listen to him. Because I be at work at my day job. So I hear the songs and I'm like, oh hell yeah, that's hard. Oh yeah. But when you listening, this man be spitting some stuff. When you sit at home like I am right now, chilling, just listening and breaking this down because I gotta get these out for y'all. Man. All right. K-RINO Public Defenders, y'all did y'all job. All right. It's your boy LaCane, and we're face famous. Guess what?